Hello children, I am happy to be back with you again on this third maths session. Hope you are doing well in this digital mode of schooling. Okay children, I welcome you back again to the world of positive and negative numbers. What is the name of the family which has both positive and negative numbers? Yes, you are right my dear children. It is integers. I welcome you to the world of integers. As a human, every human has his thinking in two ways, positive as well as negative. But be positive always, my dear children. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will. Let us start this session with a positive thought that we will do maths better and better and better. Okay, my dear children, let's have a small recap. First, we started with integers. Integers is nothing but set of all whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. along with its negative numbers. Next, we saw about its predecessor, successor, which is greater number, which is smaller number. All these things comes under the heading predecessor and successor. Now then we learned about addition and subtraction of integers. Let us say these mantras once again. Come on children, tell along with me. Same sign, add, and same sign for the result. Different sign, subtract. Bigger number sign for the result. Don't forget these two mantras, my dear children. Same sign, add. Different sign, subtract. Okay, be confident over these two mantras. Then we learned how to do multiplication and division in integers. Both are same. So I have shown you only multiplication here, but it is the same for division too. Okay, plus into plus, plus, minus into minus, plus, plus into minus, minus, minus into plus, minus. Well done children. Then we learnt about some properties. Do you remember all those properties, my dear children? All the 4 properties or 5, 6 properties we learned. Let us have a small recap. This picture should remind you one property. What is that? Yes, it is closure property. Then this picture will recall you about commutative property. Well done. Now this picture, what does it recall about you? About it? It is commutative property. Sorry, associative property. Then we learnt about identity, inverse. Now at this juncture I will put you one question. What is the additive identity for integers? Excellent my dear children, it is 0. What is the multiplicative identity? Yes, well done, it is 1. Well done my children. Hope you could recall all these things. Okay, for each and every integer you can find additive inverse, whereas we cannot find multiplicative inverse because we don't have any fraction numbers in the family of integers. Hope you are clear with these properties. At last we learned about a special property, distributive property. Okay, only in this property you will have 2 operations together. One option is multiplication over addition, multiplication over subtraction. Otherwise, division over addition, division over subtraction. But distributive property will not hold true for division. It is true only for multiplication. Hope you could recall all these things. Turn over your pages as and I say all these things. Okay, take down those tabular column neatly in your classwork note for your future reference. And today, let us do few problems from exercise 1.2 in your book. The other remaining problems you have to practice in your rough note. We cannot make all the problems to be done in our classwork note as it is a digital mode of learning. So I will teach one problem under one model. Hope you will be able to crack out all the other remaining problems. If you have any doubts, you can clarify the doubts during online session Soon we will have online session too. Okay, my dear children. Here the question is, write down the pairs of integers whose difference is minus 10. Now you have to tell me two integers and you have to subtract those two integers. Subtraction in the sense minus sign. Okay. Here is my example. Minus 18 is one integer. Minus 8 is another integer. What symbol have I written between these two integers? Minus. Very good. Because they have asked for difference. If they have asked for whose sum is, there you have to place plus sign. You may get question even in these two options. Okay. Now what will be the next step? Minus 18 will be written as such. Minus of minus will become plus. Now what is the mantra I should say now? Different sign. Different sign? Subtract. So if I subtract 18 and 8, I will get 10. What sign should I give? Bigger number sign. So I have minus 10. Dear children, do you think I can write only minus 18 and minus 8 so that the difference is minus 10? Do I have any other options to write the answer? Well done. I know you would have come up with lots and lots of answer. Very good, my dear children. You can write n number of pairs of integers whose difference is minus 10, like minus 15, minus 5, minus 13, minus 3, minus 100. What is another pair? Minus 90. Very good. Well done, children. Similarly, therefore, the pairs of integers whose difference is minus 10 is minus 18 and minus 8. We can go in for, here I have taken pair of integers whose sign is negative. I can think about whose pair is positive also, whose signs are positive also. For example, here I have considered plus 18 and plus 28. If I subtract these two, I get plus 18 minus 28. Hence the answer is minus 10. Hope you are clear with this thing. Again, you will get n number of pairs. In exam, if you are confident that your answer comes as minus 10, your pair of choice is right. Okay, I will not expect the same answer from everybody. You can write your own pair of integer even in your classwork. Okay, children? And one more question. If I write the bigger number in the beginning, plus 28 and plus 18 inside the bracket after minus sign, will I get minus 10? Try. No. Hope you will get the sign to be positive because bigger number sign you have to give. So dear children, be careful with your sign, positive and negative sign. Therefore, the pair of integers whose difference is minus 10 is plus 18 and plus 28. This conclusion line is important in your exams too. Okay, conclusion is very much important in each and every problem. Draw lines after each and every questions. Okay. Now, let's try few more things. Fill in the blanks and state the property. Don't get confused with too many brackets in a line. Just look on to the problem. Just look at minus 5, minus 8 on left hand side. What is there in the right hand side? Minus 8. What is missing there? Compare both left hand side and right hand side. Very good. Minus 5 is missing. So, what should I write here? Minus 5. Well done, my dear children. Now, think. What property have I used here now? Have I exchanged their position? Yes. So, what is the name of that property? What picture did I use for that changing of the position of apples? Yes, very good. It is commutative property. So, you have to write the answer as commutative property. Now, next question is 17 plus dash is equal to 0. In which property? Okay, first let us see how we get 0. What should be added? Immediately you will say, ma'am, minus 17. Well done. So, your answer is minus 17. But tell me what property have I used? Very good. You can say minus 17 is the additive inverse of plus 17. You have used that inverse property. You can state as identity property also. You can write both as your answers. I have written identity inverse property. 17 plus bracket minus 17 is equal to 0. Both the answers are right. I have written inverse property. Next problem. Too many brackets, too many integers. Don't get panic. Just have a glance with a soft mind. Be cool. Just look at it. Immediately you will say the answer. Well then, your answer is minus 7, my dear children. What property? See the brackets, square brackets, how I have placed here. Here I have 13 and minus 2 clubbed under square bracket. Here minus 12 and minus 7 is clubbed under the square bracket. So, grouping of 3 integers comes under which property? Very good. Associative property. Hope it is clear, my dear children. Now, let us see about special king, 0. 0 is the hero. Let us learn about how to do multiplication with 0. You already know 0 into something is 0. Similarly, if I consider positive integer and negative integer and multiply it with 0, again I get 0. That's what I have written here. The product of an integer and 0 is always 0. Without the 0, we cannot proceed ahead in any number system. In Roman numerals, do I have any symbol for the number 0? No. That's why Roman number system has attained a great failure. They couldn't grow up in number system. Okay, my dear children, 0 is such a hero. We cannot miss it as such. Then, it's a challenge for you. Too many brackets, don't you think? But this 0 makes the statement very simple. Come on, have a glance deeply and keenly into it. Where is 0 placed? After the bracket. As per BODMAS rule, all the things that is inside the bracket should be simplified first. Are you going to simplify all those things? Are you going to? Why? I could hear many saying, no ma'am, I am not going to do. Many saying, I am going to do. Those who said, I am not going to do, very good children, because at last I am going to multiply it with 0. Whatever it is inside the bracket, if it is going to be multiplied by 0, it is going to be 0. So who is going to give the answer right now? Well done. Check your answer, my dear children. Yes. Inside this bracket, I am not going to simplify anything. Though I have minus 348 plus 14 minus 8, some operations. No need to worry about anything. On the whole, I am going to multiply it by 0. So, I directly wrote it as 0. When I come to the next bracket, here, plus 6 minus 3 into 0, this becomes 0. So, I have only plus 6 as answer. Is it clear, my dear children? Don't get panic just by looking at the question. Keenly note it and try to get the answer smartly. Okay. Now, let us see about division. Division by 0. You all know 0 divided by any number is 0. 0 divided by 2 is equal to 0. 0 divided by 8 is 0. But what is something divided by 0? Any guess? No, it still is remaining as a undefined. A divided by 0 is not defined by any mathematician. It is not defined. We cannot write any number divided by 0. We cannot do anything. Why? Just look at this picture, my dear children. 12 divided by 0. Let me have something, some answer. Let me guess something like question mark, some new symbol or any number. Okay. As per our general rule, this 0, when it is multiplied by this, I should get 12. That is the simple basic for division symbol. Yes or no? So, if I multiply 0 and that something, I should get 12. Is it possible? When something is multiplied by 0, it should be 0. But we cannot get it. So, this remains undefined. Okay children. So black holes are